Here we have the Solana Cost Analyzer, and this is basically a simple tool that is supposed to predict your deployment costs before you ship it to mainnet. So the whole point of this is we're addressing a problem where a lot of Solana developers have cost issues. That's the biggest thing when you're making a project. How much is it going to cost? What are your transactions going to fees going to be? How much is it going to cost to deploy? And oftentimes you have these issues after you actually deploy the project. So I thought of something for me as somebody who's also learning to develop, create something that tackles the issue beforehand. So here we have our working solution. So this solution basically allows you to submit your deployed file on DevNet, and then it calculates your deployment costs, your transaction costs, and your daily network costs. And then it tests it against a couple of different things to see what your performance is. And in this corner, you can see this image of what your sort of data will look like. So basically, it gives you back this data in LAN ports. So you can see your deployment, transaction, and daily LAN ports data. And as we can see some of our passing tests in Anchor. The key with this project, though, is that we have a couple features for devs to use. So first, we have our CLI package. And this package is something where you can install this package on your own local computer. So I don't have to access any of your stuff. You install it on your own computer. And what it does essentially is it reads your .so binary file, and then it parses through it, and then it sends it over to my backend program, which is our backend service that's hosted on Render. And then the Anchor program, which is where you can find your data, basically stores your transactional data. So the whole point is you have a user account where you can access this data, you can pull it off, and you can see what your transactional costs, and you can run it as many times as you want to as you build on your projects. And we're targeting solo developers because for me, I'm a solo developer. I'm somebody new to chain. So I thought build something for the daily developer, somebody that needs help doing their development process and is not ready to do like a huge big project yet, or even ship it to mainnet. Just something that you can test your current project as is, just to see what it does. And the next steps for my project that I have will be making it better for the actual developers, because for my testing, I did it on my own local network, which worked fine. But testing for the actual developers to download, we're still working out the kinks with that. But yes, so we're fixing that, fixing any CLI errors, and then making sure we can publish it to mainnet. And then in the future, I would love for this to extend to other chains. We're doing Solana right now for this to extend to like and things like that, because I think it would be helpful. An overall impact for this project is simply so you can have an actual analysis of what your architecture is doing before you actually ship it. And it's just mainly to help developers make really good decisions about cost and cost efficiency before you actually make your program public. So yeah, this is my project. Thank you.
Awesome.